Good evening, everyone. This is Henry Gamble with SimplerOptions.com, and in tonight's free video, I wanted to follow up on some ideas that I shared with you previously. And in the free video that came out on the 22nd of December, we were looking at the idea that the ETF ICB was in a daily squeeze and getting ready to make a move. From that information, it's always a good idea to drop down into the individual components of that ETF and look for them to move together, especially when you have situations where they share the same signal, which is to say, here we have a daily squeeze, just like what we saw in the ETF. So it's just suggesting that there is a coiled, pent-up price action, which, you could look at the range and see that, but the signal helps signify the point in time where it's getting ready to make a move higher, especially when you consider it from a broader swing perspective. We just played it for the short-term move, but there's a lot of different ways to do it, and it can be a very helpful signal when combined with that consolidation. So those have come through nicely, and for the most part we've taken profits on them. I do still have a small position in DHI, but it's very much in the management mode as opposed to positions that you would like to start getting into. A couple that I'd like to consider to start getting back into, one of which is Monster. I think you could do this, of course, any way you like, but sometimes more effective through the shares than the options. It depends on how you associate with the volatility and what you'd really like to do with it, but I think it looks excellent and primed for another move higher. And then PayPal. So I didn't get into this quite as early as I would have preferred, but I don't think the move is over. So we've been accumulating a position here. The squeeze has just fired, and I think that there is a tradable move into 82 before we get into earnings. So I hope that's helpful as far as following up as what we were looking at previously off these signals, what we think they may provide going forward, and a good start to your 2018.